Hey everyone, it's Kismet Ely and welcome back. So it's 2026 and looking back at the early days of P-pop, wow, it really feels like we're digging up a time capsule. Today, we're putting a true artifact under the microscope, SB19's Wag Mong Ikunot ang Iyong Noo. And let me tell you, this one is a wild ride. But first, I have to ask you, do you remember where you were when you first heard this? Was it like a 3 a.m. study session or maybe a super chaotic family party? Drop it in the comments below. I am genuinely so curious to hear your stories. And hey, if you're into these P-pop deep dives, make sure you hit subscribe and ring that little bell. We're actually documenting the entire Simula at Wakas era, and trust me, you are not going to want to miss a single beat. All right, let's get into it. First up, the technical skeleton. We're going to peel back all the layers on this track's wild, kind of crazy bubblegum architecture. So the very first thing that just hits you is the speed. I mean, this track is a frantic 141 beats per minute. To put that in perspective, that's like the heart rate of a hummingbird that just had a double shot of espresso. It is absolutely relentless. Musically, this whole thing feels like a high-speed collision. Because on one hand, you've got this super bright, earnest nostalgia of 90s K-pop, right? But on the other hand, you have this chaotic, almost digital-first energy that, we would now call hyperpop light. It's a really fascinating and kind of messy mashup. But here's the thing. Underneath all of that chaos, the foundation is surprisingly simple. It's built on a classic I-4-5 one-chord progression, which is pretty much the bedrock of all pop music. So the unhinged part isn't really the chords themselves, it's the sheer density of all the sounds they layered on top of it. And this is exactly what I mean when I say dense. The sound is absolutely packed. You've got these bright, kind of piercing synths that honestly sound like they were ripped straight from a 90s video game. Then the vocals, oh man, they're hit with some heavy upward compression, which basically just makes every little whisper as loud as a shout. It pushes them right up in your face. And the harmonies are so perfectly aligned, they almost sound robotic. Like a digital choir singing from inside a crystal. Okay, but here's the plot twist. This isn't an SB19 original. Nope. It's actually a Filipino adaptation of a 90s Korean hit called Sarangeun Ya YaYa. And this is such a crucial piece of their history. It's the perfect bridge between their Korean-style training roots and the full-blown P-pop identity they were just starting to build. Okay, so that's the technical how. Now let's get into the emotional why. How does this track actually feel to listen to now from our 2026 perspective? Honestly, this song is a sonic fever dream, especially now after the global success of something like GENTO. Listening back feels like finding an old childhood photo where you're wearing like the most chaotic, mismatched outfit ever, It's a little cringy, yeah, but it's also so charming and it is undeniably them. And the bridge, oh my God. The bridge is where things get truly surreal. I like to call it a glitch in a neon cathedral. Because one moment you're in this high-energy digital dance battle, and then the very next second, you're suddenly bathed in this sugary, almost brotherly warmth. It's a complete shift in tone that feels both jarring and somehow incredibly comforting. And the lyrics here are they're so earnest, they almost hurt. Buhay ay gaganda kasama mo ang SB19. Life will get better with SB19. I mean, it is such a direct, hopeful promise. It feels like a snapshot of a group promising us a future that really, against all odds, they actually managed to build. So I have to ask you, listening back to it now, what do you feel? Is it a little bit of that secondhand embarrassment for their early style? Or is it just pure nostalgic comfort food for your soul? Let me know. I really want to know. All right, let's wrap this up. Time for the final verdict. Where does this song really fit in the grand tapestry of SB19's career? It's definitely the weird cousin in their discography, right? And what's interesting is that what critics once called cheaper production now feels, with hindsight, kind of like a deliberate lo-fi aesthetic. It's not cheap, it's just a perfect snapshot of a specific, really valuable moment in time. So my final verdict is a 7.5 out of 10 layers of cosmic dust. It's cluttered, yeah. It's loud for sure. And it is unapologetically, overwhelmingly happy. It's the sound of 5 guys trying to smile through the immense pressure of being the first. And hey, if you're as proud as I am of how far the Mahalima have come, give this a thumbs up. I mean, their journey has been absolutely incredible to watch. And my last question for you. What track should we perform a deep tissue autopsy on next? Drop your most chaotic and meaningful suggestions down in the comments. I absolutely cannot wait to see what you guys come up with. Thanks so much for watching.